Oh, oh, wow. I'm live. Jesus fucking Christ. I just, wow, I'm actually live. I said I would be, look, I made a community post yesterday being like, oh yeah. Was it yesterday or was it, no, I think it was Wednesday when I made the community post. And I said, hey, all, I'm gonna be doing a live stream on Friday. And here I am, doing a live stream on Friday at exactly 5 p.m. BST. And you might be wondering, I was going to try and plug my headphones in, and I forgot I can't do that because they got a PS4 controller charging. Oh well, I'll do it in a bit. I'll do it in a bit. Anyway, so you might be wondering, wow, so you're doing it at 5 p.m. on a Friday. That isn't like you. You don't usually do that. You usually stream on Saturdays at 8. Well, here's the thing, right? There is two reasons why I did that, right? Two reasons. One, Saturday tomorrow is the 4th of July. I'm not American, as you can tell by my voice, I'm not American, but a huge chunk of my audience is. I know for a fact nobody's gonna arrive if I do a stream tomorrow. But also, I'm doing stuff tomorrow. I've got stuff I'm doing tomorrow. Contrary to popular belief that I am celebrating 4th of July, which I'm not, because I'm British. No, it's other things. I'm doing other things. I don't celebrate 4th of July, but you're probably also wondering, why 5 p.m. today? Couldn't you just do 8 p.m. today? No, because I got things I need to be doing tonight as well. I'm telling you, I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man currently. I am very busy. I'm not even kidding, right? Throughout this, was it this week? It was this week and last week. Throughout the past 2 weeks, I have been doing a lot of music. And I mean a lot of it. Trust me, a lot of it. To the point where, yeah, it was also during the heat wave. If you don't know, last week there was a heat wave. It got up to like 37 degrees. That's according to my friend. That's according to my friend's dad's car, apparently. Like, he told me on the VC that it was apparently 37 degrees, and I'm thinking, fucking hell! The only trouble is, heatwave comes back next week, apparently. So, good luck to all the British people out there surviving that fucking heatwave. Trust me, right? E-wave. No, no, no. Heat. I know why that is. It's because of my noise suppression. My noise suppression likes to cut me off saying the word heat. Heat wave. It's hot. It's gonna be hot. Not heat wave. Not E wave. Anyway, hello. It's hi. Welcome. Not E wave. Heat wave. It's because of my noise suppression. I don't want to. I don't want to die down the noise suppression because if I do that, you're gonna hear a low hum. Because here's the thing, my laptop's plugged in currently. I can't have that. And also, I've got a whirring fan in the background, and all you'll hear is fan noise. Anyway, it was very hot last week. It got up to like 37 degrees Celsius. Now, to any Americans out there, they'd be like, that's not hot. Oh, but it is though. Trust me, right? It is related to humidity. Our heat waves, our waves of heat are because of humidity, and very bad. Like, very bad. And it's like, to put it bluntly, right, throughout the entirety of last week, I mean, I still had to make music, but like, for the majority of it, I was practically flopping like a dead fish because of how fucking hot it were. It was ridiculously hot. I can't cope with that heat. I am not built for heat. I am very bad with it. I start sweating like mad. Anyway, so this week's been cooler. It's been cooler this week. Thank God. But it comes back next week, so I am mentally preparing myself for when it gets very hot again. I can't deal with that. I actually cannot put up with that. Anything but that. But yeah. So, like I said, the past couple of weeks I have been doing a lot of stuff. But like whilst trying to survive the heat wave. I was gonna do I was gonna do a video for something that I was making, but then I backed out because I thought, fuck it, it's too hot. I can't make a video whilst it's really fucking boiling. I could have done it this week, but again, I've also been busy this week. Specifically crunching on the deadline, because there's the deadline that I'm reaching currently for a project. Can't say what it is yet. Can't say what it is yet. But yeah, so I've been doing a lot. That's the thing though, like half of the things I've been doing, I still can't say them yet. Like last week, I was doing even more music for something that I did like 85% of the music for. And I say 85% because here's the thing, right? There's on the project that I'm on, there's like I think three, maybe four composers on it. And half of them weren't available. They were busy. So it was the project that I'm working on, I'm not even kidding, two-man job. Two-man job. Except it might be three-man job, depending on if, because somebody else is also going to be contributing to it, but hopefully. But you never know, that 85% might turn into 90, and I'd be like, oh, how funny. But, yeah. Let's just put it this way. When that project comes out, I will make a community post about it. I'm also thinking about making a video about it, as well as releasing the music, obviously. Gotta release the music, but like, I want to do a video about it, just being like, ooh, I did 85% of the music for this. Here's how I did it, kind of thing. So, yeah. Which is why I haven't uploaded music in a month. Apart from Coldest Stone. I can't speak. Apart from Coldest Stone, which I decided to re-upload just because, yes, I wanted to make the video at least better. So, hey, I mean, if you want to listen to music, go listen to Coldest Stone. I'm not even kidding. I'll tell you this, right? When I made that, which was like, what, 2025, something like that. When I made that, I was heavily inspired by two things. The first one was actually because I actually had to be inspired by it, which was Stone Cold from FNAF World. And the second one, um, Pirates of the Caribbean. That was on myself, that, though. I'm not even what? Alright, lad, I'll let you cool down for one day, and then every day, every other day, it's gonna be hot. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, actually, no, this entire week, it's been okay. This entire week has been okay. It's last week that was bad. Fucking hell. This week was okay. The temperature was quite normal. Last week, on the other hand, I thought I was gonna melt. I thought I was gonna melt because of how fucking hot it were. Jesus Christ. Oh wow, I got a YouTube notification from my favorite YouTuber, myself. Yap Time! Fucking hell. Wow, my favorite YouTube guys got a YouTube notification from my favorite YouTuber, Mark Noah Taylor. Wait a minute, that's me. Oh, I wonder if that's because of the Amethyst Virtual Ensemble account. I don't know, but it'd be funny if it were. Wow, I got my own personal live stream notification. Cheers, YouTube. Cheers for that. Alright, lad, I'll let you cool down for one day, and then every other day it's gonna get hotter. Great. Yeah. Cheers, God. Cheers, God, for that. Thanks for that. Jesus Christ. Oh, hi there. I accidentally pressed on a video by complete accident on my phone. Whoops. It's because I was just looking through my phone really quick, but yeah. Um, oh my God, though. Like, here's the thing, right? If you go on to the last, like, if you go on to the last live stream that I did, which was like last week, I think it were. Like, I think I did try attempt to go live last week. I think it was on the Saturday. I can't remember, but I know, like, I did attempt to live stream in the heat. I just couldn't do it. I actually couldn't do it. I did eventually do it a bit later on at night, but I just couldn't fucking do it. I don't know what it were, but like within the heat, if I do something like a live stream in the heat, my voice just gets fucking monotone. Like you can tell that I am not enjoying myself with it. I prefer to live stream in cool weather, which, given the fact that it seems like this is going to be an on-off thing of, oh yeah, heat wave stops, oh, the heat wave's going to happen again in another week. There goes another the heat wave's gone. Oh, it's back again. Yeah, what I'm going to do, because I have a feeling this is just going to become a pattern, is I am going to put a halt on live streams after this stream until I know that the weather is going to be not fucking hot. Because here's the thing, right? I don't want to just keep streaming and then all of a sudden, like, I don't want to keep streaming and then all of a sudden a fucking fucking wave of heat comes in. I don't want that to happen. So, That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah. One of the things that I've also been doing, one of the thing, one of the things I've also been doing is I've been making a new video for the Amethyst Virtual Ensemble. Let's do a bit of a recap of what that is really quick. Ooh, it's a virtual ensemble where anybody can play an instrument in there and perform a piece that we're doing. It's actually going really well. I'm not even kidding. That it's going very well. Like, what? Hold up though. When I first saw Coldest Stone, I thought you stopped it because you didn't want to do. I did. Yeah, no, I re-uploaded it. I decided to re-upload it. I decided to like it's part of that compilation still, but I wanted it as a standalone track just because I think it works as a standalone track as well as like you know. I know that I know that there's the whole thing of me not wanting to do music for plush tubers, but I decided to just re-upload it just because yes. I like the like I don't know. Like during the heat wave last week I was listening to Colder Stone again and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I decided to do a standalone video that has an actual audio visualizer for it? And then I did just that. So yeah, watch because I did that. There's gonna be people coming over to me going, hey, please can you score my plush movie? And then I'll be like, no. I know that I have Coldest Stone uploaded as an individual track, but I just really liked the track. And I wanted to re-upload it as a standalone. So yeah. Not only that, like one of the things I also wanted to do for it is like just put sheet music on the screen. Granted, it's kind of difficult to see, but like, yeah, I'm not doing it for every single track for that I've done for plush tubing, the plush tuber community. I'm not doing it for every single one. Just that. Because that is my like I don't know, I just find that track really cool. I stumbled across it the other day, just listening to it, and then I thought, man, I forgot that this slaps. So yeah, technically I have stopped doing music for plush tubers. I have technically stopped doing that. But I decided just to upload Coldest Stone just for shits and giggles. And not only that, I hadn't uploaded in a month by that point. So yeah. I need to get a widget that allows me to show the chat on screen, to be honest with you. I was just reading something anyway. But yeah, no, I have technically stopped doing music for plush tubers. But yeah, I need to get a chat widget thingy on my screen so then people could actually see the chat. The only reason I haven't done that is I don't know how you do it. I actually have no idea how they do it. I mean... Ooh, actually, hang on. Wonder if I can do this. Hang on. I pressed the wrong one. Whoops. I meant to grab the chat really quick. Oh my god, I made it worse. I just want to undock the chat. Bloody hell, let me undock the chat. Okay, right. Okay, right, hang on. I have an idea of how I can get the chat on screen. I just need to resize the window. Oh my god, I'm getting encoding errors. Right, hang on. I'm gonna try and get the chat on screen so you'll be able to see it. Oh, it was a re-upload, okay. Yeah, it was just a re-upload. Oh my god. YouTube, why? Not YouTube, fucking OBS. Let me redock the chat. It's not letting me redock the chat. It keeps fucking pissing around. Stop pissing around, OBS. Bloody hell. I'm trying to redock the chat so then I can get it on the screen. Hang on. Oh, great. And then in the background, one of my fucking spray, like, deodorant fucking cans decided to fall off. Great, cheers for that. Anyway, right, hang on. I swear to God. OBS, will you please stop docking? I am legitimately trying to fucking, right, hang on, this isn't working, hang on. Hang on, let me look at the, well, it's not a heat, hang on. I'm trying to make it so I can get the fucking, right, add source, window capture. Fucking hell. I just want to be able to capture the, wait, I can't, I can't have the chat as the fucking window. Are you kidding me? Why? Why can I not use the fucking chat? Is it because it's technically not an actual fucking tab? Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, well, we tried. I've got no idea how I'm going to be able to get the chat on screen. I want to get the chat on screen, but I don't quite know how you do it. So give me a minute. I need to sort out the bloody... Oh my god. Encoding overloaded! Well, OBS, I can't do anything about it, can I? Bloody hell. I am wrestling with the OBS chat right now. I don't know how to dock it back into the position it was already in. So I'm, oh, for fuck's sake, it's done it again. You know what, I'm keeping it up there. I can't be fucking bothered trying to wrestle with it. I love wrestling with the OBS chat. Anyway, so that happened. I know I know there probably is like a way I can get the chat on the screen, and I probably need some kind of like plug-in for it. But I don't want to do that now. I can't be bothered. We're 24 minutes into the stream. I'm not setting it up. I'm going to do it when I next stream eventually. Which I don't know when it's going to be. Probably after summer ends, but yeah. I don't know, but yeah. Jesus Christ. I got distracted by Instagram, but yeah, what were I gonna say? Something about Amethyst. Amethyst Virtual Ensemble, I mean. Uh, yeah. There's gonna be a new video coming out on there tonight. Just because I feel like it. 1 minute. Alright, anyway. But yeah, there's gonna be a new video on the Amethyst Virtual Ensemble channel tonight. In exactly 2 hours and 30 minutes is when that's gonna happen. And it's a project update, because in that server currently we do have a project going on, which is Greensleeves, which, ooh, that might sound very familiar, but yeah. No, I actually really like Greensleeves. It's a very, very nice song. I think it's a very nice song. I like it. Which is why I decided to arrange it. 1 minute. Right, anyway. But yeah, so with Greensleeves, I'm not even kidding, we've been arranging it. Well, I have. And I've got people to actually record bits for it. But yeah, it's going very well. What the fuck is this? In my, oh, no, it's just a spiffing Brit video, never mind. I was just looking at, yeah, I watched a spiffing Brit. And you might be thinking, ooh, spiffing Brit, where the fuck did you find a spiffing Brit? Well, he appeared on my YouTube algorithm one time, specifically, it was a 7-hour video. It was a 7-hour video, which was just a compilation of music whilst walking in a Skyrim area. Jesus Christ. But yeah. What the fuck is it? I just got a fucking YouTube video I'm recommended. I just got a YouTube video I'm recommended called Illumination Just Got Sued! Right. Okay. By who? I mean, I would watch it, but I'm streaming now. I can't watch it whilst streaming. But it is funny, though. Illumination just got sued! Oh no! What on earth are we going to do, Gromit? Ain't no way. Another video recommendation I got is hammering, and it's the fucking. I'm assuming it's the clip of Wallace hammering on something for about 30 minutes straight. Exhilarated. Exhilarating, Jesus Christ. Also, right, genuine question here, because I've been seeing it on, like, Instagram and places like that, but what the fuck is with people making memes about Kane Parsons? Genuine question. Like, being like, Kane Parsons is 20 years old. What does that even mean? Could somebody explain that to me? I don't know what, like, okay, he's 20 years old. Is that... I don't get the meme. I genuinely don't get the meme. Kane Parsons is 20 years old. Cool, I guess. I'm 21. What's your point? Like, can somebody explain to me what that meme means? I've no idea what the fuck it means. Apart from it's detailing the fact that he's 20 years old and that it's using a picture from, like, promo images of the Backrooms movie. I genuinely don't get it. I genuinely, legitimately do not get it. So it's like, okay, Ken Parsons is 20 years old. Cool. Why is it a meme? I've been seeing it on Instagram everywhere. I genuinely don't get it. Oh my god. I genuinely don't get it. But yeah, 1 minute. Okay, anyway. So, one of the things I also saw the other, like, well, no, it wasn't the other day, it was yesterday, actually. Um, One of the things I also saw, like, yesterday is a community post, right? I saw a community post, uh, and in the community post, someone was saying about how they were basically ranting about the YouTube algorithm, right? I don't now. The rant was kind of like, oh, like, you know, so like they were basically ranting about how the YouTube algorithm doesn't push out anything to them, right? I basic and it like because and he was basically saying, "Oh, yeah, that my streams barely get any like this is the person saying this, not me." But they said, "Oh, my stream doesn't get any interactions or any like my stream barely gets any interactions, and my videos get barely interact any interactions." Right? I can't say he's not wrong because that's the same problem that I have. I have had the same problem where nobody, like, well, not nobody, but like, there's barely any activity going on, right? And one of the things that, like, like, noticed over time, and this is, like, something that yeah, just something, where we all just, it made me then realize that we all, like, right, hang on, let me get up the community post, because I want to give my opinions on it, because here's the thing, right? I did leave a comment on it. So, let me try and find the comment. Oh, that's the DM system on YouTube. I didn't want to click on that. Where is he? Where is he? I am subscribed to him. I'm just trying to find where he is in my endless sea of things. I'm not even kidding. Hello, Mark. Hi. How's it going? I am in the. I am here, doing things. I was just about to give my opinion on the YouTube algorithm and how sometimes the YouTube algorithm barely pushes out any video. Because here's the thing, right? I saw a community post from somebody who I'm subscribed to, and I basically said, so basically they were basically saying about, oh, my channel, they feel like the channel's stuck at a halt, and that there's barely any activity in the videos in the comments of the videos that they post, and almost nobody goes to the streams that they do, right? Uh, it's all politics for me. That's my algorithm. It's that and music. Yeah, fortunately for me, my algorithm isn't too bad. It's mostly virtual instruments, if you can believe that. It's virtual instruments, and for the most part, it's actually related to the actual stuff I've watched. I don't really I don't really like looking at politics. I've made it so YouTube doesn't give me politics. Anyway, so I got distracted by a noise. Yeah, Cherry Audio and free plugins. Yeah. Well, for me, the types of videos that I get in my algorithm are mainly like, well, yeah, it is mostly the free stuff. Sometimes it's quite a jump scare because I sometimes see my own stuff in these videos, but yeah, I sometimes see my own Pianobook stuff, and it is quite it's a bit of a jump scare, I won't lie. Yeah, well, I've stopped watching politics. Yeah, I don't blame you. I genuinely do not blame you. I'm not really into that kind of thing. But anyway, so somebody was basically saying about how this is just in a community post, right? And they were basically ranting about how like saying, "Oh, what's the point of making content if nobody's gonna see it?" Right? And I basically left a long comment, right? It is a long comment because they were saying about, oh, it feels like it barely gets pushed out to the algorithm. And I said, yeah, I don't blame you for ranting about the algorithm. It seems to favor huge channels. Seems to favor either political shit or just, well, actually, this isn't in the comment. This is just me saying it, but like, it seems to favor all the bigger channels that are all very saturated. I don't like those types of video. I don't like oversaturated videos. I don't know why. I just really don't. But it favors all the channels that are like heavily saturated, right? And I basically in the comment I said it seems to favor huge channels more than us smaller creators. I have the same problem. But if I had to say something, don't let the algorithm get to you. I went through a period where I was stressing about the numbers, and it can I'm starting to sound like one of those fucking, you know, those videos on YouTube that are like, oh, here's how you beat the algorithm, or whatever, yeah. Like the fucking YouTube gurus. I also despise them. I despise YouTube gurus. I totally agree. The algorithm seems to show you the bigger channels. I hardly upload these days because no one watches, lol. Yeah, I. Here's the thing, right? I do. When I do videos, I. This is something I actually say in the comment. Let me just read the comment. I said this. Don't let the algorithm get to you. I went through a period where I was stressing about the numbers and it can really drain you. I sometimes do streams and I'll just treat those like yap sessions. If people come along, great. If nobody shows up, that's okay. When I upload music, I just upload it for the fun of it. In fact, what I avoid, whether this is a good idea or not, I don't know, is looking at the things like the view count. I'm not even kidding. I do not even have the YouTube Studio app on my phone. I don't have the YouTube Studio app on my phone. I don't like looking at the analytics. The analytics genuinely give me anxiety. I don't even open YouTube Studio on my laptop. I just upload it, and I'm just like, okay, just upload it. It's out there now. Anyway, I then said, because here's the thing. One of the things the person also said in the one of the things somebody said about, like, because here's the thing, they said that they also did a YouTube short that's like, oh, here's how you make a YouTube short thumbnail. And I'm like, okay, you did a YouTube short tutorial. And I actually gave him a little thing that it, well, I think it's more, I think it, what, I know you're very good at making plugins. I'd like to learn how to make plugins just for my own use. Would you teach us? I mean, I, I have been thinking about doing something like that. I have been thinking about doing stuff like that, where I just, like, here's the thing, I actually have recorded, like, a video on how I did sound design for a thing that I made called Kalimba Swarm. I haven't uploaded it yet. I haven't even fully edited it. I haven't even fully edited it yet. I do need to finish editing it, though. I'm debating whether to put it on this channel or on the other. I might put it on this channel because I do have. It's just easier if I put it on this channel, but yeah. Like, I have a. Makes me wonder how. Like, I know that. I know that aleatory got pushed around a lot. But by pushed around, I mean, like, a lot of people looked at it. But yeah. No, I couldn't probably do videos about it. I'll be able to do it in my very haha quirky style. uh, I have a because here's the thing, right? You may have noticed, but the videos that I make about the things I put on Pianobook, um, they're very different to the norm, and the reason I do that is because I just want to fuck around. I like to piss around when I make the videos. Like I think I did like a when I made aleatory, I did like a jabber. Like I put like a out of context gumball clip in there, and I put a meme in saying something along the lines. Hang on, do I actually still have the? I think I have a still image of it. Let me just have a look on my phone. Do I have it? I do not have it. Judas. I'd appreciate that. Just teach me the basics and I can figure out the rest on my own. I know it's very time consuming to make videos though. Yeah, yeah, I can do that. I can try and do that. But yeah, um I'm trying to find the still image that I we used in the aleatory video. Well, not still image, it was actually a full-blown clip, but let me see. Wait, what am I doing? I can just watch the bloody video. I can just watch the video. Oh my god. Me forgetting that I actually have the video on my channel. Wait, what? Wait, what was that? What was that I just saw? Oh, okay, I guess I'm not going back to that comment. And anyway, let me just go to the video really quick. Playlists. Where is it? Oh, yes. In my lovely playlist called Sample Libraries go brrrr. I need to add more to that. Actually, oh shit, actually, yeah, I do need to add more to that. I'll do that later or something. I don't know. Anyway, there's a clip that I have in the aleatory video. Bloody hell, 3.6k views. Okay, that's a lot. No, Google, I don't give a crap about play points. I could give it, I just don't care. Fortunately, I have a way to actually skip YouTube ads, even if the ads seem unskippable. Where is the image? Oh yeah, hang on. I almost. There we go. Right, let me just. Oops. A bit. Bloody hell! I look back at the aleatory video, and I think, fuck it hell, I can tell this is the first this is like the first ever video I made where I actually talk about the sample libraries that I've made. Bloody hell, how far we've come. I don't get YouTube. I don't get ads on YouTube because I use Brave browser. Yeah, I have it on my phone, but sometimes I just use the YouTube app just because it has the lock screen function. So it's kind of hardwired into my brain just to open the YouTube app. And also, it's ironic because I'm not even monetized. I am not monetized, yet YouTube still gives me ads on my own videos. That's a bit stupid, but yeah, nice to know that I'm contributing to YouTube's monopoly. Oh yeah, here it is. No, nowhere dropping horror effects for free, be like, usually costing £400 or more. That was the clip. And then I just have my character pasted over Gumball going, I think we all know where this is going, so let's just skip to the end. Explodes. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I used to make my videos on KineMaster. Now you make them on a free and open source video editor, which is Kdenlive. Jesus Christ. Oops. Accidentally clicked onto my own stream. Do not want to do that. Let me just get. I need to add my other videos into that sample libraries go brr playlist. Because the only ones I've got there so far is the aleatory overview, the violin experiments overview, the revamped version of Fridgescapes overview, the inanimate glitches overview, the deadline overview, and then has since created the fucking cello drone walkthrough. I need to get the other ones into there as well. Yeah, I've already got deadline in there. So I need to put the kalimba I don't like I it makes I kind of regret calling the kalimba experiments library kalimba experiments. Because at the end of the day, it's just me hitting a kalimba note. It's not very experimental, is it? You could argue that the experimental side of that is the wobble knob, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I need to grab the kalimba experiments library. Just add that to the sample libraries go playlist, and then oh, actually, yeah. All I need to then add is kalimba swarm, and then more violin experiments. Jesus Christ. Okay. There we go. The playlist has been updated. I finally updated it after goodness knows how long. So now there's 9 videos in there. Honestly though, seeing all the walkthroughs that I've done, like the way they're ordered, you can tell that like the aleatory video, I was still finding the type of funny video idea that I like what? You can tell with the aleatory video, I was still trying to find my video style because you look at the more violent experiments one and you think, oh, it's very different to the first ever one that I did. But yeah, believe it or not, right, there is a video that I actually, I don't have it on my YouTube anymore, technically. It's on private, but I did have like a Fridgescapes video, like from when I made it back then. The it's funny because I didn't know you could actually link videos to a Pianobook post. I didn't know you could do that because here's the thing. That was like, oh bloody hell, yeah, it was only a year ago. Wait, what? No, that's 2 years ago. Hang on. Yeah, I technically started my Pianobook thing on the 10th of November 2024. That's when Fridgescapes first arrived. I did I'm looking at Pianobook now, free plugins. Oh yeah, no, there is a huge treasure. There is like a massive like treasure trove of free stuff on there. It is very good. I'm just very biased towards my own, but yeah, I remember. I'm just watching through the old video. This is the So in the private video, right? Privated video, no one can actually see it other than myself. It opens with, "Let me ask you a question." It opens with, "Let me ask you a question. Is your fridge running?" It's in text. This is before I reveal my voice, I think. And then I said, "Well, of course it is, but would any of you like my fridge as an instrument?" Jesus Christ. I've never used any of yours. I hardly create music, and when I do, I get bored nowadays. I thought that's fair. That's fair. that is fair. I yeah. It's funny though, right? The only stuff did you make fridgescapes yourself? Yeah, I basically went behind the back of my like well, I couldn't get fully behind the back of my fridge because there was a tiny gap, but I went to the back of my fridge and recorded the sound of a fridge motor. Then I took it to Reaper and made it sound fucking crazy. I then remade it like I think like a year later, just because I wasn't really satisfied with the first result of it, because it looked a bit cheap. And also, by that point, by the point that last year came round, I'd already like established my own like like visual aesthetic. Is that how to like I had already figured out what my libraries wanted to look like back then in 2025, so that's why I decided to go back and remake it. Because believe it or not, the first ever Fridgescapes library is still the same samples, but here's the thing, right? Back then, I had just a GUI that had a double entendre on there that said wetter is better, and I also had a singular knob for reverb. I then went back in I think it was like a month after. I then added an ADSR control because I then learned how to do that. And then I thought, but when 2025 came round, I thought, you know what? I've established my style with violin experiments. I've established my style with violin experiments. I'ma just make it look like that. The only reason I didn't do it with aleatory is because I don't want. What program do you use to build your plugin? Decent Sampler. I use Decent Sampler, which is free. Decent Sampler and Sublime Text Editor. I mainly do the coding in Sublime Text Editor. XML coding. I really should make. I really should make the what do you call it? I really should make the the videos on how to do it. I do have like a couple of videos from last year that I don't know why I stopped doing them. But I made a video series thing. You know what? Let me just quickly make a playlist for them and then just add them then and just link it into the chat. I did make a couple of the very basic, and if you ask me, I think I probably should. Do you know what, I might start that series again because here's the thing. I made a quote unquote well yeah series that kind of stopped, which was called Dev Diary. But I mean, I can send you this one. I think. Hang on.
Well, you know what they say, third time's the charm. I'm gonna press open and I'm gonna get an error. I was joking. It's called a joke. So, what we want to
We're just watch. We're just watching the video again. Hang on. I gotta link it.
predicament that I was in at that point in time. Good question.
Do you find Decent Sampler very user friendly? When you say user friendly, do you mean from a coding PO like? Do you mean like from a coding perspective, or do you mean just generally? Like as a typical user who isn't making a library with it, or do you mean just as from a coding like programming point of view. Because it does get a bit. I don't know. I can't code, so I'd love to learn that as well. Okay, I'm just gonna assume you mean generally. Yeah, I'd say from like a general, like just generally, I'd say it's depending on which library you pick up for it. Because here's the thing: some people can do really, really complex looking libraries with it. Mine are just three knobs, but yeah, depending on which libraries you pick up for it, I'd say it is user friendly, but it depends on on what library, who you know, you get what I mean. It depends which library you're picking up from somebody, because some people can have a really complex GUI, and then it's like, uh, what does that do? And then you have other people you just have ones that are very simple to, yeah. But other than that, I'd say, yeah, it just depends who you pick it up from. But yeah, if you meet it, but from a coding point of view, I don't quite know. It is I think once you've done your first library, it is straightforward. I will say though, it is not like you, there is the documentation, but I don't really like looking at the documentation because I don't know, I find it a bit, I don't know, I find it complex. I don't like reading. I like to watch people do it. Or even better, because is what? What language do you use to code in Decent Sampler? Is it XML? Yeah. Yeah, it's XML. That's what it is. It's XML coding. Once you get used to it, it is actually very easy. Once you get used to it. It is very simple to get. It's just when you first do it, it's like, oh, because here's the thing, right? Oh, actually, I actually did make a video back, but it's unlisted. I can link it, but this was like, I did like a video that was called, you won't be able to find it because it's unlisted, but I did a video back in the day called Learning to Program in Decent Sampler, but I suppose it's an opportunity for me to remake it because here's the thing. I put it on private for well, it's on unlisted, not private, but I put it on unlisted because one, the mic was very crappy. Can't exactly say, well, no, this mic is better than my lap. Like, I'm not even kidding. I didn't have a mic at the time, so I was just using my crappy laptop mic. Wasn't very good, but yeah, no. Maybe I should remake that video. Just yeah, yeah. But we'll see. I could do like a video just being like, oh, so you want to learn how to code decent sampler, huh? Or something. I don't know. But yeah, decent sampler code is XML basically. There is a Here's the thing, right? If I did there is a load of tutorials out there that you can follow. Like even the guy who even created Decent Sampler, which is Dave Hilowitz, even he has like some tutorials on how to code for Decent Sampler. I'll link them in the chat actually. Hang on. Dave. When I can type. Let's see, Dave Hilowitz. Where's the video? Because there is a video that I watched that I learned how to make decent sampler stuff with. I just need to try and find the right. Hang on, Dave Hilowitz decent sample. Ah, here it is. Found the video. I'll put it in the chat because I basically followed what he does, and then yeah. So hold on. Oh. Right, here you go. Here's the video that I actually used to learn decent sampler. It's very helpful. I think it's good. It's very good. He does I will say this, he does gloss over a couple of things, but what I did is basically just copied almost everything that he did. That's how I actually learned. I basically watched the video. I've bookmarked it. Yeah, it is a good watch. But yeah, I might do my own video just to be like, I might do my own video on it just to make it even simpler. So yeah, but yeah, generally I do recommend just looking at that one. That one's the yeah that one's just because yeah he does go over lots of things. So yeah, but yeah, if I do my own video, if I do my own video, I will also probably like point over to that video as well, just because yeah. I'll even be able to show people how I do the whole, because here's the thing, right? My libraries have all of the three knob concept, which is like one knob that controls volume, one knob that controls reverb, and then one that controls a big fucking knob that does things. Uh, but yeah. So yeah, I think I will do a video about it. I don't know how long the video would be, because here's the thing, I could practically do a whole thing where, well, I've seen Dave Hilowitz. He's very clever, as you are uh, I've seen Dave Hilowitz. He's very clever, as you are my friend. Very intelligent. Yeah, yeah. Like, I also recommend. What the fuck is this? I got distracted by an email. It caught me very off guard. What the hell's this? Okay, anyway, I just got distracted by a fucking Crow Hill email. Whoops. I am convinced I have ADHD, to be honest with you. I'm not fucking hell. I wouldn't be surprised if I did have it, but yeah. Either way. Anyway, the here's the thing, right? I was just gonna say before I got distracted by that email. I was just gonna say what I recommend also doing is if you see like a feature that's in a decent sampler library, for example, like mic positions or something. Because here's the thing, there is some library. There is like a library on Pianobook, which is called Impactos. It's Impactos. It's supposed to be hybrid percussion that has mic positions in it, and it also has convolution reverbs in it. And what I recommend if you want like if you see things that pique your interest, you can actually load those decent sampler files into Sublime, and you can look at what they did, and you can because here's the thing, right? Everyone has access to the same code. Everyone has access to the same code, so what you can do is you can look at other people's stuff, obviously change it to your liking, like change it to so it fits whatever it is you decide to make. But yeah, that's it's very good. Like I've seen a lot of libraries. I'm not even kidding. I picked up what I've got decent sampler open. As to where to go from here, I don't know. Hang on. I need to figure out. Hang on 1 minute. I don't have Reaper open at the moment. Uh, Hang on. Give me a minute. I need to load Reaper. I'll load Reaper and I might as well just open it. Because here's the thing, right? Because obviously it'll be not obvious. It's not obvious what I'm on about. Uh, 1 minute. Imagine if OBS crashes whilst I try and open Reaper. That'd be tragic. And then the stream just ends. That would be very tragic. But I hope that doesn't happen because here's the thing, my laptop's a potato. It's part potato. So give me a minute. I am gonna try and get decent sampler open on my end and just show you what you do because yes. Come on, Reaper, hurry up. Please. Why do I never close the projects that I have? I can't even minimize it either. Great. Cheers, Reaper. 1 minute. I'm gonna click onto the stream on my phone, then just look at the chat because right, hang on. Okay, good. My mic hasn't died. I was just watching it really quick. Oh, and we're buffering. That's good to see. Ugh, this is gonna take too long. It's trying to. Oh, it's because I have a bunch of. Oh my god, my entire. I think my. Right, hang on. Hang on, I can't. I don't. I'm not gonna be able to open it. Well, This is going well, isn't it? Oh, great, my entire laptop froze. I can't move my cursor. I told you my laptop's a bloody potato. Right there, fucking hell. Wait, I think it's gonna load. No, that's okay. I can just watch that video you put in chat. Okay, okay, okay. Oh my god. My laptop's having a strong. My laptop's having a strong. I can't move the cursor. Call it a bondulance. It's that this reference to a meme. Just Bames Norton's having a strong. Call a bondulance. Anyway, hang on. Right. Well, okay. My mic's fine. Yeah. No, that's okay. I can just watch that video you put in chat. Yeah. There should be. Here's the thing, right? All the decent for the decent sampler. Here's the thing, right? Have you downloaded stuff from Pianobook, or or have you basically just loaded it just as it is? Because here's the thing, right? I can sh I will be able to show you how to do it. I can show you how to do it. Like if you want to load Pianobook stuff, granted, if it isn't, yeah, yeah. My brain's turned into mush. I've just loaded the standalone app on Windows. Ah, okay, okay. Well, I would I would load your DAW personally with it. That that's how. Yeah, I'd load your DAW for it. And then if you want to load any libraries, you have two options. There's like a there's like on the GUI there should be two buttons, one that says file and then one that says browse. Now the browse one has basically libraries that are either located in the like a download folder where you put all your libraries. I don't know what that is for you, but for me it's like a specific like sample libraries folder for decent sampler that they made for me. But there should be like a browse button which takes you to like a built-in decent sampler store, right? And you can either get, well, depending on, you can get free stuff in there if you look for it. But yeah, and the file button allows you to load any any DS preset, any decent sampler presets outside of the decent sampler stock. It, yeah. You know what? Just watch the video because I'm just going to be very bad at explaining it because it's on the fly and I can't necessarily show you how to use it because my streams be yeah, I've seen that the library's in the store. I've downloaded a free one for now. Yeah, yeah. I can make a video about it or just yeah. But yeah, yeah. There'll be the thing is there'll also be videos out there that what oh I thought there was more things in the chat, but yeah, you should be able to look up tutorials. There's a surprising amount of tutorials out there for decent sampler. At least for actually using it, I think. I'm pretty sure. Let me just look it up. I'll just look up the term how to use decent sampler. Let's have a look. Oh, how to use decent. Let's see. How to use decent sampler. Ah, yes. There is a video on how to use decent sampler. Funny enough, from the Pianobook account. I'll link you the. Hello. Hi. How is it? How goes it? How it goes? How does it? How is your day? Here is the video on how to load decent sampler. This should be a tutorial on how to load things, I think. Let me just double check it though. It should be fine. You should be fine though, Mike. Mike, you should be fine with that video that I just now sent. I think you should bookmark that as well. It does go is good today, sir. Yeah. I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming. I'll probably stream for another half hour. Let me just gloss through the video. I should mention that I think in the DAW that they use, I don't know if they go through multiple DAWs. I don't think they do. In that video that I just sent, yeah, I booked that one as well, Mark. It's something to do later. Yeah, yeah, just check it out later when you get a chance. I think that one's like more appropriate if you want to learn how to actually load libraries into it. But yeah. Wouldn't it, maybe at some point I should just do like maybe at some point I should just do a stream where I just code for the entire stream. Like imagine it's just like a stream where I'm building a decent sampler. That'd be cool actually. That would be cool now that I think about it. That would be very cool if I did a video on how that would be very cool how what what are you all talking about? Decent sampler. That's just basically it. We're talking about decent sampler, which is the thing I use to make libraries. Just that. But yeah, we were just talking about that. What about amazing sampler? If only they named it that. Because here's the thing, decent sampler. I could do a joke with that. I could actually do a joke with that because here's the thing, right? One of the things we were just saying about is how I could potentially do a video on how I have made decent sampler stuff in the past. Just generally making a decent sampler instrument, which does require a lot of coding. I did actually have a video way back in like 2024, I think, but I unlisted it because I don't really like how it turned out. It's very poor quality because my mic was very bad then. I did it on my laptop, and as we all know, from past experiences, my laptop mic, well, okay, not everyone knows, but most people who have seen those old things like that will know that my laptop is utter pants when it comes to my mic. So that's why I have a toner, because it's better. Toner TC777. Used it to record a kalimba as well. But yeah, we're also one of the things we also talked about. Very crisp audio. Yes, very crispy. It is very crispy. If I really wanted to, I could do ASMR with this thing. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want to put anybody off. The only type of ASMR I actually unironically like is whispering, but that's different. I don't like the fucking crisps. I'm just looking at the chat. Crisps. I would have done this stream at like 8. I would have done it in like at like 8 p.m. the usual time, but I didn't because I do have stuff I need to be doing tonight. But yeah, which is why I decided to do it earlier than the usual. And I would have also done it. I would have also done this stream tomorrow, but it's 4th of July tomorrow, and although I don't celebrate it because all right, I'm fucking British, but because I don't celebrate it, you know, I would have probably streamed and nobody would have turned up. So yeah, but yeah, so yeah, one of the things we also talked about is how the YouTube algorithm barely pushes out smaller channels. That's one of the things we were talking about. And I saw a community post yesterday basically ranting about it, and I basically said to them, well, I saw something called piano ASMR, and it was just stock piano music I've heard other places. So that's just called music. Yeah. And then the next one, which is replying to the fact about the YouTube algorithm not pushing out smaller channels. It sure doesn't. Yeah. Very rarely will I find a channel that's tiny. Like, but yeah, I saw a post from somebody who was basically ranting about it. I basically just gave him words of wisdom without trying to sound like a fucking YouTube guru. Like I basically said to him, dude, if you want to do, you know, if you want to do it, don't stress about the algorithm. If you want to upload to YouTube, don't stress about the algorithm. And that's actually something that there's also something that I learned from another smaller creator, which is, you know, like, don't treat it as like a full-time job. I mean, in his case, it probably is a full-time job because he's money, but that's so yeah. I suppose there's a but. I suppose that kinda doesn't apply, but like I don't know. It's like don't stress about the numbers. I've that's something I've come to learn. Just don't stress about it. If you stress about it, it mentally drains you. Which is why I'm not even kidding. I don't even have the YouTube Studio app on my phone. I just can't look at it because when I look at it, I get I get I get a load of anxiety when I look at my YouTube stats. I don't like my YouTube. I don't like looking at YouTube stats. But yeah, one thing I actually have thought about doing, one of the things I did think about yesterday was, wouldn't it be fun if I did like one of those, what? Oh, I thought the chat had something. Anyway, one of the things I was thinking about doing at some point, I don't know when, but you know how there's some of those channels that's like, oh, 1 hour of piano music or something? I want to try doing that. I want to try doing that, and I want to see how it pans out. Genuinely, I want to see how it pans out. It might be good actually. You never know. Piano compilation. Anyone? There's going to be people listening to a fucking felt piano compilation or something. I don't know. I don't know. I could do that, but there's a difference between me doing it and yeah, there's a difference between me saying it and actually doing it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. It could be fun, but I don't know if just sit down with a mic and play for an hour. Pretty decent. Yeah, I don't actually have a piano though. That's the problem. I don't actually have a piano. I used to have a keyboard, but that has unfortunately broke because yeah. That was ages back though. That was back in 2022, 2021, something like that. That was ages ago. If I want to do piano music, I'll just open up MuseScore and I'll just use my felt piano that I have. Oh my god. Okay, hear me out. Imagine if I did a fucking video where I'm just sat there playing kalimba for an hour. That could work. Put it into a plugin that's called Paul X Stretch. Stretch it out for an hour. Relaxing soundscape for you. Could work. Could work. Why do I actually want to try that? Hey, yo, I'm giving myself ideas live on stream. Oh, maybe I should do that. Because here's the thing. I do have a kalimba. My kalimba's perfectly fine. I don't know if it needs tuning, because I've not used it in a while. It should be fine. I don't think it'd be able to tune already. I think I'd have to leave it for a long bloody time to before it actually tunes it. I actually never asked this, I think, but do you play any physical instruments? Or did at one point? I mean, I have played a keyboard. Like, in one of my schools, I did play it. I played in a band. They had like a little rock band that they had going on. I played the keys. But other than that, my first proper physical instrument that I own is a kalimba. I want to get more though. I do want to get more. Like I also want to. Very nice. Yeah, like I want to get my hands on things like glockenspiels or something. I need to find a cheap glockenspiel that actually sounds good. It's either that or oh, it's either that or I don't know why, but I want to pick up a ukulele and try and learn it. The only trouble is I have a hand disability. It's a very complex one. I have a very complex disability, but you know what they say. Give it a go. See how it pans out. I do want to learn how to. I do actually want to learn how to play a ukulele because I think you can get really cheap ukuleles. That'd be fun. Imagine a Pianobook library, but with a ukulele. That'd be fun. I would have to learn it a bit though before I actually do something like that. But yeah, point is I want to get my hands on more instruments. I actually like one of the things I'm actually gonna be well, I've tried to join some local rock bands as keyboards, but they all have a stigma. Several rock bands use keyboards. One of the yeah, yeah. What do you mean they all have a stigma? Oh, yeah, what do you mean they all have a stigma? I don't get it. What do you mean they all have a stigma? But yeah, I know that like a lot of rock bands do in fact have like like keyboardists and things like that. I'm not even kidding. Like the what the oh my god, keyboard slash. Let me try and do this at one of those nerd voices. Keyboard slash rock, no, keyboard slash piano aren't in rock music. Fucking hell. Those types of people. I'm trying to position my mic. There we go. Oh, the one of those where they're like, actually, keyboard slash piano aren't in rock music. Jesus Christ. I mean, my school will say otherwise. My school will say otherwise. That is not that is the thing. That is obviously not the case. Because you've just named a band right there. Bruh, rock and roll came from blues, which heavily used keyboards. Exactly! Bloody hell. Oh yeah, there was also this one time during my time at like one of my schools. Yeah, there was this one time when I was at one of my schools where for no reason at all, I just wanted to play a snare drum. So they grabbed a snare drum for me, they put it into another room, and they just let me piss around with a snare drum. This I I could get my hands on a snare drum. I just don't know how. Let me just, you know what? Let's open up Amazon. Let's open up Amazon. Let's see how much fucking snare drums are. I'm curious. Amazon. Let's have a look at Amazon. Let's see. Wow, there's a Wix website that's like how to sell on Amazon. I don't care. Right, let's see. Snare. Yeah, snare drum. Let's see how much snare drums are. That's not as expensive as I thought it was going to be honest with. Oh, it's a sponsored one, but there's a snare. What the fuck? There's snare drum pads. So the cheapest you can get a snare drum. It's a marching snare drum, but the cheapest snare drum you can get is 32, basically 33 quid. I didn't know that. I thought they were more. Mind you, there is one that's even more expensive, which is a 14 by 8-inch snare drum set, which is I'm not even kidding. Basically 100 quid. Fucking hell. I wish I was made of money, but hey, that's not the case. 32.99 though. Fucking hell. 4.5 stars. Must be good. I don't know why. It would be funny if I was able to just pick up a fucking snare drum. Like imagine. No, shove off. There's a snare drum that's there's a oh it's not got free delivery though. There is a snare drum. Also, if you have a disability, look into Tommy. I don't know. I don't know how you say their name. Tony, Iommi, and Django Reinhardt. You might be able to adopt your own style to help you play. Yeah. Let me look at that really quick. Let me just look them up. Tony. Alright, let me look up the other one. What, do all these people... Oh, we're gonna say, do all these people have a disability? Or something, but I don't think they do. Mind you, I could technically get away with playing a guitar or something. If I lay it down flat on its back, I say, even though I say that, this is how you know I'm not a guitarist. But if I was to lay it down so it's just like the back of it's on the like laying down, I could pluck the strings with that, like just doing that. So technically I could do it. But yeah, I could. That's if I decide to get that though. Tony lost his fingertips. The Django can only use two of his fingers. Why do I have a feeling the Django might have the same disability as me? I'm not even kidding, right? I can't play more than, like, if I try and play the fucking... I can't even play triads with my hands. I could only play two notes at a time, because here's the thing, right? The only way I can really play... Like, I'm not even kidding. Kalimba, fucking easy to play. That is easy to play for me. Because all I have to do is flick it. It's not that difficult. But basically, my thing, my hands have this kind of mirror movement. It's hard to describe. I have a, I don't know. It is very hard for me to try lap steel guitars. They work just like how you said. What, just laying it down and then you can just play it? Yeah. I will have to just look into it at some point. But yeah. I know about, like, I mean, I've heard of lap steel guitars, but, like, I just don't really, I didn't know that they actually worked like that. Like, I've heard of them. I've not actually, like, seen how they're played, but yeah. Like, one way I could describe my disability is that my hands copy each other. I do one movement, and my hand copies. It's very hard, very difficult. Now, granted, over time, it has actually gotten a bit better than that. It has gotten better. But I am very bad at playing chords, though. I can't play chords for shit. Granted, I could probably learn to do it, but at this moment in time, I don't know. But anyway, that is interesting, though. Also, one thing that I also have sometimes, this isn't all the time, but sometimes my grip is fucking shit. I don't know, my grip is sometimes shit, but yeah, so there is also that. But I don't know. If I do pick up something like a guitar or something, I will look into it. That's for the future, probably. But yeah, I do want to learn guitar though, or something like that. One thing I also kind of want to learn, but I don't know how. I mean, well, not. It's not that I don't know how. It's like, I'm on the fence about it. But like, I want to learn. Hear me out here. I want to learn how to sing. My singing voice is shit currently. I actually do want to learn that. I could probably do that. Because here's the thing, right? If I learn how to sing, I'll be able to I'll be able to, there's, like, there's this type of sound that I want to have there's this sound that I have in my head, right? Which is, like, folk voices. I want to be able to try and do like a folk voice library without it sounding like crap. I did try and do that. My hands work like that, not disabled, but my left hand is not very independent. If you see me play piano, my left hand only plays bass slash octave, while my right hand does the chorus melody. Yeah. See, I don't even think my hands can fucking do octaves. But I don't think that's necessarily because of my disability. It's because my hands are actually tiny. My hands are small for the time being. They probably can fit an octave. I don't quite know why. What? I don't quite know how. I don't quite know if that's the case. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream now. I've been yapping for nearly 2 hours. I've been yapping for nearly 2 hours. My voice is dying. So I'm gonna end here. Keep an eye out on the Amethyst Virtual Ensemble channel because there's gonna be a video coming out in an hour on there. Yeah, yeah. There's gonna be an Amethyst Virtual Ensemble video coming out in exactly an hour. So yeah. Do give that a watch when it comes out. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to end the stream. So for those of you who came for the stream, thank you for coming. And if you watched it on demand, hi, how's the future? Anyway, I'm going to end there. So yeah, thank you for watching. Ta-ra.